So we're into the next round of the cup after quite a convincing win in the end. Early on, we had plenty of chances and still ended up going behind, but pretty much dominated most of that game.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think we were certainly the better team across the 90 minutes. Until sort of they scored the goal from the free kick. I think they had one sort of half chance that Rob parried wide, but we could have been 3 or 4 in front. You don't often hear me say this. That could have been 8, 9, 10. We've hit the post. We had a goal. That one disallowed, was it? It was offside. He was pulled back for Dave. Should have scored. We've had up-team chances at 0-0 before they've gone 1-0 up. And to be 3-1 up at half time was actually probably an injustice to us. We probably should have been way out of sight. The game dead at half time. We were outstanding.
Keepers made some good saves.
Their best player was their goalkeeper. Their left winger was sharp, but it caused Josh Bennett some problems first 20 minutes. But yeah, really, really convincing display. I thought the front three, in particular, the 2 wide boys in the centre forward, and Asa Corrick, George Kello and Jake Brown linked up brilliantly today. And we looked like a step 4 team playing a step 5 team. And I know we've only been that for 2 games. We've not even registered our first win today, but it was encouraging because we looked like that. We were dominant. It was a really good day. Really good day out. I must admit, when I was thinking about a Sunday afternoon game a long way away from home, I wasn't necessarily looking forward to it like you do a Saturday. But the support was brilliant. We've had nearly 50 odd people there probably supporting us today on a Sunday and cheering behind the goal and singing songs. And the coach Jenny Owen was good fun. I mean, it's been a good day. Encouraging sort of performance going forward and getting a bit of morale back. Obviously, it's been a tough sort of week, not winning games over the last 2 in the league. So to get a good, big, convincing win sets up a really interesting bank holiday weekend.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it described as a feisty affair on Twitter by a groundhopper, but it wasn't really, was it? I think the ref gave quite a few cards, but we've had a couple that you probably didn't want to see. I think a couple of yellows, not a ref's fault, but ones for dissent maybe.
Yeah, I don't think the referee was fantastic today. He didn't. I mean, we should have had a penalty at 0-0, probably the most blatant penalty you've ever seen, which wasn't given. It was a bit stop-start. But referees are there to do a job. You disagree with some decisions and you've got to wear it. And I think that's something that we've been very good at. I mean, with the exception of Asa Corrick, we never had anyone go in the sin bin the whole time that rule was in place for us. So to receive sort of 2 or 3 dissent bookings today was disappointing. I'm not going to harp on about it. It isn't going to ruin the day. But those do total up. I mean, the good thing is they're in the FA Cup. They don't drag across to the league. But I think we've got to wind our necks in a little bit. And I've had that conversation with a few people individually, and probably as a collective, we've got to wind our necks in because I think it gets too much when you're constantly badgering the referee, and we got to nip that in the bud.
Yeah, some good performances from the young players today. Joe's debut in starting debut anyway.
Yeah, he was terrific, absolutely brilliant. It's given us some real food for thought in that midfield area. Obviously, we got Matt Hurley back for Friday. Ollie Jenkins will be available Friday as well, and alongside sort of Ryan Caney, Jake Hodgson, Harris Feltham, whose international clearance has come through. Probably a little bit, late for him to push for a starting player. I feel for him because he had a really good pre-season, but he's almost got to start again because it's taken so long to get that clearance through. So we've got some really good options in midfield. I thought Matt Spiller was absolutely terrific at left back today. He had a really, really good performance. Just a really good display. I thought the 2 centre-halves, Reece Hedges has had a better game. He's had a really good one today. He done okay on Tuesday, but obviously when you concede 4 and you play centre-half, you're disappointed, but he didn't put a foot wrong today. Absolutely brilliant. And just really, really difficult to pinpoint one player. I think you're probably right. I thought Joe was arguably the best player on the pitch. He's done his sort of harm in getting a team selection sort of for the next couple of games. He's done himself no harm at all today. He's done really, really well.
Okay, so on to Friday for Manor Farm up here. So should be a good game. Yeah,
I think that big thing for us. It's going to be a. I don't want to over exaggerate it, but I think we're going to break our record sort of attendance here at Cribs, and the online sales have been through the roof by all accounts. So we've got a good opportunity to to hopefully get 400 or 500 people in here watching if the weather's good on Friday, and that'll be a big occasion for the football club, biggest gate that we've hopefully ever had, and you know that will make for a really sort of interesting and albeit probably a feisty derby. They're the, you know, you use the analogy of United and City. You know, they are the Man United of the non-league area in Bristol, the big side, and we're probably the noisy neighbours that are looking to keep quiet, and we want to go and change sort of the foothold of who's the strongest team in Bristol, and they want to beat us and make sure they keep that bragging rights really. So it'll be a really good game. We're fully aware of we're going in as massive underdogs. You know, they've got some, again, terrific resources and players that we wouldn't be able to have conversation with that they're able to sign. So we go in as rank outsiders, but we'll be on our pitch, and that gives us a little bit more chance. And yeah, we're proper looking forward to it, and we'll be frothing at the mouth come 7:45 on Friday night, and yeah, we'll make sure it's a big solid sort of performance from us. So yeah, good day today. We'll enjoy it for a couple of days. We'll get them in Wednesday, and then yeah, big one Friday.
Okay, excellent. See you then. Cheers.
Cheers, mate.